What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to God Within the Process. This is a sit down talk that is based on building, creating, and setting a lifestyle on a solid ground of wisdom and motivation. We are here to love, live, and learn. And yes, my name is Shahata, and this is my channel. It's Shahata. I create faith-based content, self-care based content, vlogs, and motivation-based content. And if you like any of those, pretty please like, comment, and subscribe. So today we are speaking about rebuilding the wall. And with all that said, and without further ado, let us get straight into the video. God made it clear to you that when you choose Him, when you obey Him, He will break the walls that are stopping you from getting your grace. In Nehemiah 3, the people are rebuilding their walls. They are recreating protection from themselves for themselves, and they want it to last. And yes, it did. So what God wants you to do this year is to rebuild everything that you thought you had in mind in the previous year, to start it all over again this year, right? God has shown you a lot of things. He has shown you who has created the generational curse. He has shown you who your friends are. He has shown you that you are seeking validation in your relationships. He has shown you that you need to leave the environment that you are in. You need to choose better for yourself. This is not new for you. It is not the first time you are hearing about this. God has told you before that stop what you're doing, start whatever I told you to start. In order for me to really listen to you, you need to start what I told you to start. And for everything to happen just the way you want it to, you have to work with me. Start what I said you should start. Leave those friends. Let go of that generational curse. God will fix it for you. For the fact that you have realized the problem, for the fact that you have seen your traumas, that simply means you leave it to God. Leave it with God. It is Him who fixes things, right? Now that God has removed the wall, what protection are you going to give your place? God has removed your wall. You have left your things behind. Or you have seen the type of people you live with. You have seen the type of friends you have associated yourself with. What are you going to do about that? God has shown you a lot of things, and if you do not want to pay attention to that, then you're going to lose a part of you. That wall is going to break. Restart the wall and put a new foundation in it, which is Christ. You have to restart that wall. You have to put your foundation and make it a point that it is a very strong and concrete foundation. You do not have to be all up in there outside going to church, but it's the relationship that you have with God that protects you from a lot of bullets trying to reach your wall, right? Have you ever seen a burnt house? A house that still has its wall, that still has its concrete, even though it has been burned. That house was perfectly dark for days like this. It was created that when there are days that are fiery, days that are rainy, days that are dark, that wall is still standing. You need to be that wall. The house will still stand even if there are no doors or windows to make it look safe. You have to be that house. You have to stay strong. You have to stay tough. A burnt house stays the same way. The difference is that there will be no windows, the roof will be all messed up, but the concrete and the foundation is still there. Now you need to redecorate the dream, the ideas and the art that God gave you. You need to begin all of that. You need to educate yourself and you need to start over, right? I'm talking about this year. I'm not talking about any other year. I'm not talking about any other time. I'm talking about this time. You need to re-begin yourself. Not because it's January, not because it's right at the beginning of the year, but because God wants you to. Because you have to. Because you need to. You need to glow up. You need to show up differently. You need to look the part. You do not have to look the way your friends want you to look. You do not have to seem the way your family members or the society wants you to seem. Choose you. Choose God. You need to change your ways because that house can still stand. But one thing is for sure, for it to glow up, for it to look good, it needs the people of that house to be strong. The people of that house to save. The people of that house to prepare so that that house doesn't look like it looked before, but it looks better than it was before. That should be you. You should look better than you were before. You should be better than you were. Your ways should be better than you were before. You do not need to start over. You already have the foundation. You do not need to start over. You already have the foundation. You just believe. You should just believe that you can change and you can become the best version of yourself. Do not forget that you can rebuild the walls. You can restart. You can begin your life to exactly where you want it to be. But all in all, you should know that your house, your environment, your mind, your heart, your soul should have a foundation, which is Christ. That was all. Thank you guys for listening up until the end. I love you loads and lots. Toodles.